Hello and welcome to B-Rated, the segment of our show that reviews the best of the worst in cinema. I'm your host, Paige Jennings, and sitting in this week's hot seat is Hollow Tree Films' The Velocipastor. After simply hearing the title of this movie and looking at the cover, you can tell that this movie is really going to be something special. After losing his parents, a priest travels to China, where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. At first horrified by this new power, a prostitute convinces him to use it to fight crime and ninjas. Oh yeah, this'll be good. Viewers on Amazon Prime gave this movie a whopping 4.4 out of 5 stars, and after watching it, I can't say I blame them. Going into this, I didn't have high expectations for the movie. The concept alone was enough to catch my attention, and while it was an entertaining idea, I wasn't expecting much. The acting was nothing impressive, but the dialogue was so simple and straightforward that I couldn't help but laugh. You had weird lines like,
"It's what parents do. They die on you."
China is east.
I don't think we can do anything for her now. She's too far gone.
Not to mention the best characters were actually the side characters. It wasn't their lines or their acting that made them great. Instead, it was just the character that they played. They had so many little actions that simply made it all worthwhile. The plot, no matter how ridiculous it was, stayed on topic throughout the movie. It even had a twist that no one saw coming, but there was no foreshadowing to this twist whatsoever. And that's what made it both surprising and out of nowhere. The cinematography was so random that it was funny. To transition scenes, the camera would pan around to nothing important during a crossfade. Sometimes the camera would linger on a character for too long or zoom in too long, which just made things awkward. But the best part of this movie was, without a doubt, the special effects. The special effects were so unrealistic and corny that they were nothing short of laughable. Whether the effects were meant to be cheesy or not, they really made the movie worth watching. Of course, we can't forget the star of this movie, the Velocipastor himself. It isn't until the final battle of the movie that we finally get to see the full dinosaur costume. And I must say, it was well worth the wait. It's great. Overall, this movie was a riot. My roommates and I were laughing the whole time, and while it's not a cinematic masterpiece, it was certainly worth the 70 minutes it took to watch it. With its corny lines, cheesy special effects, weird camera angles, and several other aspects that I didn't even get to talk about. The Velocipastor sure earned a special place in my heart. So when should you watch this movie? I recommend watching this movie with a group of friends or even a cute date. The more the merrier. It's certainly something that you can laugh at over and over again, and the jokes will never get old. This has been our review of The Velocipastor. Tune in to Nerd Central for next week's episode of B-Rated, where we review Killer Sofa. Thanks for watching.